Hello teachers. So today I want to share with you guys a tool that I find is genius. My fifth graders along with my sixth graders, and you might have the same problem. Sometimes they find writing boring, and even teaching it could be challenging with students that already have a certain mindset on what writing is, and they just think it's just the most boringest thing ever. I've had a lot of students come up to me saying, I don't know what to write. And I said, this is supposed to be creative. Write a story about anything. And even though I give them maybe sentence starters or something, their imagination just is stunted. So, something I purchased, and this is on Amazon for $30. This is genius. It is called the Storymatic, which is 6 trillion stories in one little box. Which one will you tell? So, this right here, my kids, when I bust this out, they are loving it. We do something called Quick Writes in my classroom, and right now I am teaching a summer program called LEAP, and it is a combination between 5th and 6th graders. And I want to show you guys how this works. So, inside you're going to see some of these cards here, and this color provides, let me see, it provides like a scenario, and then we have our gold cards here, and it provides characters. So maybe like settings, characters. And for example, something that I used in my class today, which I just pulled 2 from this side, 2 from this side, and I projected it. The first ones that I chose were these like dark orangey ones. In their story, they must have lightning. So I'm already giving them something to work with. They have to include a story with lightning. The next one is their story must have an abandoned building in it. So lightning, abandoned building. And then I chose 2 gold cards. So this one says, a person who knows something other people don't. This is where I start seeing my children like getting crazy ideas, and they're already thinking of, oh my God, what does this person know? The next one here is a movie director. So this could be a movie director is the person who knows something other people don't. So now you can start kind of combining these together. My kiddos are given one of these. Every morning we do a quick write. I started off with 5 minutes, and then my students started asking me, can you give us 5 minutes more? Then they started asking, can you give us 5 more minutes? So their quick writes have turned into about 15 minutes. You can do it shorter. You can do 15 minutes, but I see all of my students very into their stories. This gives them something to at least work with and to incorporate. It is amazing to see how all of my students here end up creating a story with all 4 cards, and their stories are just completely different. So I just love the creativity that they have. But Storymatic has made writing, at least creative writing, it's been very helpful. The kids that I found that they just did not want to write, now they're really starting to get into their creativity. The first couple weeks of school, I don't want it to be structured writing. I just want them to know they have something to say. Put words down on a paper. I don't care maybe even the first couple weeks to 3 weeks. I don't care really about the grammar. I don't want to make them start off the school year by making them feel they can't do it. Start making them feel like they know how to write a creative story. Encourage them. Writing is a very challenging subject for so many students. The last thing I want to do is start them off with writing, telling them that is, look at your grammar. Like, we need to work on this. We need to fix this. Encourage them first to start off with the story. And then we start getting into grammar. Then they would like to better their skills at it. But start them off unstructured. Make their stories funny, mysterious, scary. That way they feel like they have that freedom and that liberty to begin. So I start off with a composition book. We always start off with a table of contents. First page, I do a quick write, and it's kind of getting to know them. Then I start putting in stories with morals, And that way they can actually reference back to a story on how they used commas, where they placed the periods. I know that even in 5th grade, some of my students still struggle with that. So I want to make sure that they can always reference. I can always turn back to a page and say, remember, they used a comma when they were listing things. They used a comma in this part of their sentence. We do an A through Z story. That'll be another video I can show you guys. Another story, The Proud Rose, and then a quick rate. And it's based off of the 4 cards that I showed you guys. And then from there, just allow them to use their creativity. So again, Storymatic, 30 bucks on Amazon is what I found it for. I know this can be a little bit pricey, but I honestly feel like it's worth it just because my kids got really into it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some other cards. So for example, this is a keeper of a family tradition, a survivor. We also have a vet. We have a person who asks what nobody ever asks. An ex-superhero. Dun dun dun. And a person who did something bad a long time ago. So these are just some examples. A person in mourning. So someone who maybe lost someone. Let's go ahead and go over some of these cards here. The orangey ones. So this is someone who's recognized by zoo animals. We also have shouldn't have touched it. Nobody is watching. Let's see. You're writing a letter to the editor. Another one, you might have an unexpected package. So all of these you can see it's fun just to put them in a story and watch the creativity just flow from the students' minds onto their pencil, onto their paper. I completely recommend this to any teacher that wants to start off just writing with their kids just in a creative and fun way. So hopefully this helps some teachers or even parents or students who just want to get into writing. Hopefully this helps. Again, 30 bucks on Amazon. The Storymatic, and it's helped me in my class. I'll continue giving you guys some tips whenever I find something interesting in my class. So, bye. Enjoy writing.